Afternoon. My name is Shahir Hussain. I'm an incoming freshman at Crooked Oak High School. I am the first one in my family to be in this program. This was my first year in this program, and today I'm going to talk about my experience in the Upward Bound Central Prep program at the University of Central Oklahoma. I came from a family that values the importance of hard work. I do face a lot of challenges every day, like everyone else. However, I think I am the only one in my family to go to a university at this age. When I first got here, I was very nervous and scared that I might be the only one who didn't know everyone and thought I was going to be the only person. Until I found out that one of my friends is my roommate, Alejandro Valle, which helped ease off the anxiety pretty much. Turns out he was the last one to check in, so I spent 3 hours in my room on my laptop on Facebook. Until one of the RTs came and knocked on my door and said, "Group activity, Mr. TK." And I thought to myself, what in the world's going on? I then checked my paperwork and it said I need to participate in the group activities, pretty much. Another thing I liked about this program is I got to experience college life. The classes are very interesting. I already know one of the teachers from my high school. He used to work there. Despite the initial discomfort, I enjoy my experience and I encourage everyone to participate in this program. It will help you kind of decide what you want to do for your future and what you want to do pretty much when you grow up. I thank the three-year program and Upward Bound Central Prep to make me the person what I am today.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Karen Juarez. I will be a senior at Crooked Oak High School this upcoming school year. This was my first year here at UCO Upward Bound Central Prep program. I'm going to talk about how I got here and my experience at UCO Upward Bound Central Prep. I was always a smart girl during my middle school years. I had outstanding grades, was involved in a lot of high school activities, and was even in the Honor Society program. I came from Mexico, so once I started high school my freshman year, people started asking me what I was planning to do after high school. During that time, a lot of people were being discouraged about not being able to go to college because they weren't born here. So I started getting stupid ideas in my head, like I'm never going to be able to do that, what I want, and college is just going to be a waste of time, and so on. My thoughts about school started changing. My grades started changing, and I started getting in trouble at school and disappointing my mom. One of my aunts always told me, never give up, keep going. There's nothing that can stop you. If you want to do it, you can do it. Then my junior year, my mom, grandparents, and boyfriend helped me apply and pay for the DREAM Act. That brought my hopes up again. I started paying attention in class again, and I went to my principal's office and asked her for a UCO Upward Bound Central Prep application. She gladly gave it to me, and it took me 2 months to turn it in, but I did it, and I'm here now. Being here has encouraged me to do anything I want to, not paying attention to the cost or the academic struggles that come along with it. Why? Well, because they will always be here with me, helping me through everything. I loved being here. I was able to meet new people, get better academically, and live the college life. I had to be more responsible about waking up on time and having my work ready for class. I will never regret filling out that application. At the beginning of the 6 weeks, my boyfriend was like, "I'm going to miss you a lot, but I'm happy and proud of you, what you're doing, and I will always be here to support you." And for that, I want to thank him. I would also love to thank my grandparents for always being here for me, not only helping my mom pay for stuff, but for being there when I needed them. My aunt, who has always been there for me, pushing me to do better, and for believing in me. And last but not least, my mom for being a strong single mother of 3, for never quitting on me, and for always supporting me in what I want to do. My message to everybody is that no matter where you come from, never give up because there will always be opportunities in the future.
My name is Makeen Abdullah. I'm gonna be a freshman at Star Spencer High School. I came a week late to the program, so I ain't really know anybody at first. So at first I was just I just stayed in my room, not talking, just being shy. And then they knocked on my door and said fitness. And I was wondering what that was, and they told me I had to play volleyball or do something. Yeah, I never played volleyball before, so I just sat down on the bench and watched everybody else. And then later, during the program, people started talking. I learned that Keontre, he started talking. He was the first one to start really ever talking to me. Yeah. I forgot my speech. Y'all know my name already. 4 of my brothers was in the program before me. I knew that I always wanted to come. My brothers bragged about it when they had always came, so I used to think it was gonna be fun. I knew that when I started getting to learn people and they started telling me about the classes, I knew it was gonna help me out my freshman year in school. And at first, I was doing bad in Algebra 1 when I first got into class. I never had Algebra 1 before. And then people started helping me. Mr. Coons, he helped me a lot during study hall because I didn't know how to do math. Oren helped me in class. He showed me how to do the steps. And then I learned some Spanish. Hola. I went to new places. I went to News 9. I went to News 9 Station. That's a place I probably would have never went to if I would have never came to the program. So all I know is this is an excellent program.
Hi, my name is Alana Perkins. I'm entering my senior year at Cricket Oak High School, and I'm going to share with you all this evening about my wonderful experience at UCO Upward Bound Central Prep. This was my first year in this amazing program, and it helped me in many ways. I've had many obstacles in my life, and I overcame them by perseverance, motivation from my family, and just keep moving forward no matter how hard it got. When I was 8 years old, my parents got a divorce. I had to move schools again and make new friends. On the outside, I didn't show that I was bothered by their separation, but on the inside, I felt like it was my fault. I started getting depression, and I started cutting. When I was in middle school, I thought it would get better, but that didn't happen. I started getting bullied, and I never told anyone until now. I had to get a counselor because I was scaring my friends because I told one of them I just didn't want to be here anymore. Then I got to high school, and I got involved in a lot of school activities, and it helped me keep my mind off things. When I was a freshman, one of my closest friends got shot and died protecting a friend. He died 2 days after my birthday. That hit me pretty hard, and my depression started coming back. After a couple of months of therapy, I felt fine until the end of my sophomore year, going into summer. My grandpa passed away. That was even worse, and my whole family seemed to get depressed after that. I again had to return to my counselor because I almost started cutting again. When school started, I had no intentions to be in the Upward Bound Central Prep program. Then I started hearing how much fun it was, so I decided to try, and to this day, I love how it keeps me busy. And even though it's my first year in the program, I loved every second of it. It wouldn't change a thing. It really helped keep my mind off things that if I wasn't busy, would keep me in my depression. So I am very thankful to the Upward Bound Central Prep program and to my family for helping me through rough times. My message to all of you is life is hard, but you have to push through it or you're never going to make it.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Jorge Valle, and today I'll be talking about what was my experience here in the Upper Brown program. I attend Crooked Oak High School. I will be a sophomore in the fall. My brother, named Luis, attended Upper Bound Central Prep and has completed the program. He told me that this program will help me prepare for high school. In the 9th grade, Upper Bound has helped me out with my math and English skills, and also has helped me pass my math EOI, that is my Algebra 1, and I scored a 44 out of 50 questions. During my summer here at the University of Central Oklahoma, I have experienced things like getting used to a schedule, being in a brand new dorm, and going on field trips. Like, for instance, Frontier City to a weather station and being on News 9. I also have experienced brand new things like performing arts. I learned how to act and to don't be scared in front of other people while you're talking, for instance. I also learned how actors fight. This year in math, I learned lots of brand new things that will help me be prepared for my sophomore year. English has also helped me a lot because it'll help me become a better person in life, and it'll teach me how to write better. And it also helps me because it'll help me express my feelings, like, since I like to write poems, it'll help me express my feelings about it. And I like this year because I also met new RTAs this year, and it was cool talking to them and hanging out with them. I would like to thank them because they have made this summer so fun for me. Thank you to all of the RTAs. My message to everyone is to never give up on something you really want. Go towards something you really want to help you in your life. You should always go for something you really want because it will not come to you. So you have to go for it. Thank you.
Hello, how's everyone doing this evening? My name is DeAndre Stevenson, and I will be an entering sophomore and attending Star Spencer High School. And I am here to give you all a small example in a speech that I wrote of how I feel about UCO Upper Bound Central Prep Program and the ways that it helped better me as a student. An atmosphere of tension and success lingers in the air at UCO Upper Bound Central Prep Program. The reason why I say that is because UCO Upper Bound Central Prep Program gives any student a chance at a lifetime experience that other students or people have schools or people that have never had a chance to get, like have weekly like have weekly tutoring and college visits during the school year, which leads to the program during the summer, where we actually live on college campuses and walk through the college daily life. Therefore, UCO Upper Bound Central Prep Program gives a very strong learning atmosphere. The very first day of tutoring during the school year, so we could stay focused in school at all times. UCO Upper Bound Central Prep Program also gives out something important to most of the students in the program for behaving and doing well in school, which is kind of a reward, and that would be a stipend. To sum up exactly what a stipend is, would just to be a decent amount of a check that we all love to get. But through all of the fun, learning, and in the stipends, we get the most important part of UCO Upper Bound Central Prep Program is for all students to graduate high school first, then to excel on and graduate college from any major of our choice. But the only way for us to do so is for each and every student in the program to endeavor school by any positive way. This is my message to all of the parents and students that UCO Upper Bound Central Prep Program is an amazing and very helpful program.
A little bit about myself. Some of the things that were in the introduction is that, like Ms. Edwards said, I am an alum of the program here. And through the program, I was able to kind of achieve and do a lot of the things that I want to do in the future. I'm currently a fifth-year doctoral student in counseling psychology at the University of North Texas. But also through a lot of my experiences and a lot of the training that I received from the Ronald McNair program, I was able to not only get into graduate school, but I was able to positively affect the experiences that I had in graduate school. And I'll tell you a little bit about that. I know you guys have a full program, so I'll kind of try to move through this speech as much as possible. And hopefully everyone can hear me, because I know sometimes not everyone can hear. But many of you are told that you can be anything that you want to be. In honesty, that is a big lie. Why that is a big lie is because what should really be told in reality is you can be anything that you work hard to achieve. You hear the differences between those two statements? I want to be in the NBA playing basketball. I want to be an NBA legend. I want to be able to dunk. I want to be able to run a 4.3 40. I want to be a lot of things. I want to be those things, but can't do not one of them. But, however, I have wanted to be a counseling psychologist, and I have worked hard to achieve that. Through my hard work, I've become a McNair alum, a UCO graduate, an experienced researcher, a fellow, and a doctoral student in psychology. It's not sufficient in today's society for you to just be presented with opportunities. You have to be able to take actually those opportunities and use them to your advantage. I'm thankful for the Upward Bound Central Prep program to give me the opportunity to speak to you guys today. I've traveled the world because of the opportunities that were presented to me and that I took advantage of through the Ronald McNair program here. I spent an entire summer, 2 months, in Bangalore, India. I flew across the world. I would have thought I would never had the opportunities to do anything like that. But because those opportunities were presented to me and I took advantage of those, I was able to travel the world and see some of the wonders of the world. I went to the Taj Mahal. and I'm thankful for that opportunity. I commend you for taking part of the Upward Bound Central Prep program. The UB program provides the experiences that you need to succeed academically and personally. You are working to achieve your goals. You are taking advantage of the opportunities that you are presented with. But I also challenge you to take the knowledge that you have and share it with your friends that are not in the UB program. I want you to be the inspiration in their lives. Out of the students here, which of you guys think that somebody looks up to you? Please raise your hand. In honesty, everyone should raise their hand. Everyone should raise their hands because you are the students that are achieving. Whether you know it or not, there are people that look up to you. Your knowledge can be what provides another student with an opportunity. Today I was asked to come here and share my experiences with you about graduate school and about college and kind of my progression through the academic process. I can tell you about some of the setbacks that I've faced because there's always setbacks when you try to achieve one of your goals. Whether it be paying for the applications, and once you get to graduate school, sometimes your applications can be upwards of $100 to $150. And that's just to apply. That's not even necessarily if they accept you. If they accept you, you have a challenge to pay for school. Another obstacle that I faced is I had a low standardized score in the GRE. Another one of the challenges that I faced is when I showed up to my graduate program, I was the only one that looked or had anything or knew anything about the kind of experiences that I had experienced throughout my life. And that was hard to deal with in the beginning, to be the only one that was like me. However, what is important is I chose to remain focused on my goal. That was always becoming a counseling psychologist. So a lot of those obstacles that were put in my way, I found ways around them. I found ways to get my application fees waived. Despite my low GRE, I still applied to programs. I still said, I'm gonna take that opportunity and put myself out there. Besides just taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented to me, I was proactive and I started looking for opportunities that I could do. And because of that, the University of North Texas has essentially paid for me to fly from San Francisco to Los Angeles to Atlanta and fly all over the country recruiting students. Once again, that was something that I never thought that was possible. And ultimately, I started trying to believe that I knew, even though that I was the only one there, I started to try to believe that I actually had something to contribute that those other individuals needed to know. Honestly, like many of the reflections that you guys shared, thank you for sharing them. And honestly, a lot of those challenges that you are presented with at this time, a lot of times they won't go away. You'll still have a lot of those same challenges as you go through school. However, with your knowledge and experience, it gives you the ability to navigate and find ways around those obstacles. I've had some doubts throughout my academic experience. I would be lying to you if I said that I've never had any doubts. Nevertheless, I had wonderful people that believed in me, and because they believed in me, I believe in myself no matter what obstacles that were put in front of me. Because I have believed in myself and through my hard work, it has led to my undergraduate, graduate education being paid completely in full. I remember one time when I was a sophomore in college, I had one of my scholarship checks arrived in the mail. It was for $1,500. I showed it to my little sister. My little sister asked me, "What is it? Why do people just send you money?" I had to look at her and tell her, if you are able to get good grades and you take advantage of those opportunities, when you get to this point, you'll have someone who's sending you checks too. And they only get bigger. The first checks that I got were for $50. A lot of people scoffed at the fact that I only got a check for $50. They're like, that's nothing. But honestly, through undergraduate, most of my scholarships were $50, $100. They were small. I pieced every single one of those together and got my entire undergraduate paid for. All of it. There's some people that get out of undergraduate and they're already $100,000 in debt. By the time I got out, I didn't owe anybody any money. Nothing. And I'll kind of go through a little bit, and the reason why I tell you guys that story is because I want you guys to believe in yourself. Because remember, anything that you want to achieve, you have to work at. At times, I didn't necessarily believe in myself, but I had other people and other friends that supported me and pushed me to move forward. And I'm thankful for that. But always believe in yourself. Your belief in yourself will inspire your work to achieve your goals. And I'll conclude with, I think you guys should take every opportunity that you have to shine and to always give back and work with the students that you know that don't have the opportunities that you are presented with. Thank you.
I'm here to present a certificate on behalf of the UCO Upward Bound Central Prep Program. We'd like to give a certificate of recognition to Mr. Abdullah for an inspirational presentation during the 2013 Upward Bound Central Prep Achievement and Awards Program.